Hey Scorpio, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your January 2019 read. If you've seen my channel before, you know my reads are about love, singles, and anybody looking to reconcile or wondering what their ex is up to. So, sorry, I've been a little under the weather. You're going to have to bear with me. But, like I said, this is a singles read and anybody looking to reconcile. I don't do couples reads. I'm possibly working on that, but right now my focus is on anybody who's single and anybody looking to reconcile. So again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2019. Any likes, subscribes, comments, etc. are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information's in the description. I do like to reiterate that because I get emails all day long asking about the private read info, and it is there. So if for some reason it's not, it's in the video next to it. But it does give you the information on how to source that. Again, like I said, I have been sick for like a week. So if I'm clearing my throat or taking sips of water, I apologize profusely, but it is what it is. It's that time of year, right? So I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays, is enjoying their holidays, etc. All right, so again, Scorpio, man, everything's falling out all over here. 2019, can you believe it? It's crazy, 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 crazy. But I'm hoping it's a good year for everybody. I know, there's ups and downs for everybody, but I really have a feeling that this is like a big pull for a majority of signs, or at least a good start for majority of signs. All right, so 2 more cards and we'll get started. This is a general read, so please make sure to check your Sun, Moon, and Rising, as some months that may resonate with you more than others. Hopefully this resonates with majority of you, but again, you need to check those sometimes for clarity. So let's see what we have going on here. Cross watchers are always welcome, but like I said before, and plenty of reads, this is about the person, about the sign I'm doing the reads for. So, please go easy on them, as this is not necessarily geared towards you. All right, I'm going to pull the theme of the month card and we'll get started. January 2019 for Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. You guys are great. You're like a mix between water sign, but also like an earth sign, I kind of feel like. Because you're not as emotional as like a Cancer, but you know when to like put your, scorpion shell on. You don't necessarily hide behind it or underneath it. You just kind of let it go with the flow. All right, so your theme of the month is the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is retreat, abandonment, and travel. So for some of you, maybe because of the holidays here in the US, this will be more about travel for you. But if you're single, this definitely tells me that you may have been leaving a few situations behind. Maybe you've met a few people and you've decided to just kind of, ditch whatever efforts you put into that in 2018 and start fresh in 2019. This could involve actual physical travel. But again, the 6 of Swords is abandoning situations, leaving, retreating. So some of you may just be leaving the dating scene, or you have left the dating scene and now you're thinking about traveling back to it. There's a lot of different ways I could scenario this, and I don't need to, but what it feels like directly for Scorpio is that there's people that have been in your life that you have talked to, dated, maybe friends with benefit situation, maybe thinking it would go more, and you're just kind of wiping the slate clean, saying, you know what, I'm single, these scenarios are not working for me, so I'm going to figure out what it is that's going to make me happy. I'm going to start fresh for 2019. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like you've left the situation. You're not interested in going back right now. It may be something that you'll look towards in the future, but as of right now, you're like, no, I think I'm good. I don't think I'm interested in placating the situation anymore. All right, so the first card you have coming, and I love this, coming into January 2019, your current position is the Ace of Pentacles in January. The Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings. It's about a plethora of opportunity, potential. I mean, you name it, it's here for the taking. So I love this new year, new you. So if you're single, there's definitely going to be potential suitors out there. You're not going to have to worry too much about, if you're looking. Some of you are going to be like, hey, Dark Dove, I'm not actually looking right now. So, what are you talking about? I left this situation. you know, decided to clear the air there. But this is saying if you are interested in dating, there are going to be suitors out there. This is a time of prosperity. Now, in money too, some of you may be focusing more on work and understanding that the relationship aspects, or you know, the trying to meet somebody will come in at a different point in time. But right now, if you're single, the opportunity is there if you want to take it. I feel like Scorpio, you're being a little, not resilient, but like, or not resilient, I meant resistant. And maybe you should be more, you know, like, hey. But I feel like some of you are going, all right, there's golden opportunities in different aspects, and I've tried the love aspect, and I deserve it, and I want it, but I've had to leave my old ways behind. For a lot of you, it really is. Like, you're ditching certain, like, if you were doing online dating, you're like, screw this, it's not working. If you were doing meetup groups, you're like, that's not working. But you feel good about this. Normally, this card can kind of heed some hurt or some, again, abandonment or some loss, but I don't feel like that for you. I feel like it's a clean slate. If you're single, go get them. What are you waiting for? The Ace of Pentacles is the opportunities out there for your taking. I just think you're going to change up how you're going about it. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is definitely an opportunity between the two of you, right? Maybe a new beginning. But it may have taken, or it may take, okay, because this could be like over the next few weeks, next month or two, where it takes you leaving the situation and really capsizing on what are we looking at here? What exactly, what's the opportunity here? What is the new beginning with this person? Because you want it, or they want it, and there's a connection here that's strong and everlasting for now, okay? But the Ace of Pentacles is saying, what is it exactly you want? This is you having to like prophesize almost over, what am I manifesting here? If I don't want the current situation or what the situation was, and some of you are like, I don't even know that I want communication, then what is it you want? Do you want a new opportunity? Do you want to meet somebody new? Or do you want a new opportunity with that person? And I feel like you're kind of conflicted. All right. The next card you have is how you're feeling currently. And this is interesting. See, you have a lot of earth energy going on here. And the Page of Pentacles is somebody who's pragmatic, responsible, but they aspire to different things. So it's like not losing faith, but working hard on different aspects of your life. It's almost like you're ignoring like the lovey-dovey. Like you're ending 2018 going, okay, I'm coming into 2019 knowing there's prospects and availability here, but that's not going to be my main focus. I'm going to focus on everything else. And then, you know, if love comes along, great. So if you're single, I definitely feel like you're focused on work, on even traveling, like I said, with the Six of Swords here. But you're focused on a lot of different entities instead of the love aspect, because it feels like when you put your heart into, or like you put your focus on love or the emotional being, then it kind of teeter-totters. So you're kind of like, hey, I'm going to focus on other things, not make love the main focus. It's not that you don't want to focus on it at all. It's just, you know that if you put your whole self into the love aspect, it's not pragmatic. It doesn't feel responsible to you. It feels more like I'm shifting off of my work-life balance, and I like to keep my work-life balance where it is, which is healthy. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like you really are kind of ignoring the love right now. You're going, well, and I don't necessarily know that either one of you is displaying love. It's almost like you've lost all communication, and you're both going, did he or she abandon it? Are we both like, neither one of us are going to do anything? Neither one of us are going to come to on this? And so I think if you focus on work, you focus on other aspects of your life, and you just still, this is an aspirational card. You're still holding and aspiring to something bigger and better, right? But if you don't focus all of your attention on the love, then it's not like your energy is not conflicting negative, positive. You can just put a little time and energy into it. I hope that makes total sense, because what I see is like, you want the love, you want the new beginnings, whether you're single or looking to reconcile, you want this. But when you focused all your time and attention on it before, you've gotten hurt. So let it come to you a little bit. Let the airwaves be open to where it's a give and take, and it's not just you looking for it and nothing's coming in. Now, when you don't look for it as much, it comes in. I don't think you should ignore it completely, because people always say, well, if you don't look for it, it comes to you, and that's not always true. All right. The next card you have is your distant past. Over the past 5-10 years, it could be childhood, and you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very charismatic energy. She's full of ferocity. She is glamorous, sexy, and again, I don't apply sex to this, so male or female. But this is somebody that other people look up to. So I always read this whether you're single or looking to reconcile together, because this is a card that the universe is saying, look, I'm throwing this your way because I want you to understand this month that it's important to embody this, or it's important to not repeat past patterns. Right now, the universe is saying, embody this, queen. Where's your confidence in this energy called love? Where is your confidence in come into 2019, like guns blazing, swords blazing, wands blazing, you name it. The Queen of Pentacles is all about knowing what they want and going towards it and going for it. And this right here, like I said, is opportunities, but almost disguised in a way that, Scorpio, you're going, I'll look for it little by little, right? But I'm not going to just like unleash my shell, your kind of scorpion shell, and, let everything out. Like they still have to kind of get through that hard exterior, which we've talked about all in 2018. But the Queen of Wands is like, let down that guard, let it down, because you're amazingly fit. When I said at the beginning of the reading about how you're like a water sign, emotional, but you're also like an earth sign, it's very interesting that you had two earth signs pop up here, because Scorpio is a sign of the water signs that can almost chameleonize the whole situation. You can accept love, you can be loving, but you can hold back when you need to. A lot of water signs, well, there's only two others, obviously, we know, but water signs are not always that capable. Scorpio, your ability to be emotional when you want to and closed off when you want to is amazing. It's something that a lot of water signs strive for or wish for. So I think you need to use this to your advantage. This queen is saying, I can go after what I want. I can be open to love. I can feel amazing about love and about emotions. But I also know when somebody's good and when they're not in my life. And that's what you have, Scorpio. That's what you have, is the ability to entertain the feeling of love, entertain the feeling of the heart chakra, the lust of everything, and then close it off when it's something that doesn't suit you. And I think that's what you really need to embrace this month. Like, above all, you need to say, okay, I want love. I want something significant. I want somebody in my life that is significant. But at the same time, I'm powerful in knowing exactly when it's time to leave and when it's not. Okay, so I'll leave that alone. A lot of you are going to be like, what? But truly. All right, the next card you have is your immediate past. Over the past few weeks, past month or so, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, this is nurturing, generosity. This is somebody who people are drawn to. This is somebody who is a motherly figure, a fatherly figure. So if you're single, this is, people actually feel this about you, Scorpio. They feel like you're the type of person that they could have the children, they could have the relationship with, they could have that life with. But at the same time, you stand your ground. You believe in what you have this confidence to believe and maintain something that's special within you, that maintains something that tells the whole world, look, watch out. I am a very loving person. I'm a very emotional. I love other people. I can be with other people and be that neutral, that maternal, fraternal, practical, generous energy. But at the same time, I hold myself to a high standard. So if you're single, this is you saying, okay, I'm coming into 2019. There's big opportunities here. There's people who are going to be interested in me, but I'm not dealing with the bullshit anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of, no, I will focus on a lot of different things, not just love, not just my emotions. I will focus on, being the best person I can. And you're going to be very attractive to a lot of people because they're going to see you as somebody they could have kids with, somebody they could see themselves long term with, somebody. And it's interesting because both of these cards, the Page and the Queen, talk about a pragmatic, like a practical, responsible energy. So you're doing that, but at the same time being able to show that nurturing emotional side, which is very important. It's going to be very, very attractive. And if you haven't met people already, if you're single, you will be, because this is kind of the energy you're going to possess and have been possessing the past few weeks. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this person is definitely looking at you as somebody who, I thought we were going to have kids, or I saw myself moving on with this person in this direction. I feel like at some point they ruined it, and cross watchers, you can hate me all you want, but this is Scorpio's read. And I feel like they ruined it, or they kind of broke this wall down at some point, and you've built it back up. You're going, no, I am this person worthy of everything I could offer, and I have so much to offer, but I'm only going to be generous to the right person. And guess what? You screwed up, you fucked up, and you may not be the right person. So I feel like you're still shining regardless of everything you've been through, whether you left or they left or whatever the scenario is. Although I see a lot of you being the person who left. And I feel like maybe you left and left and left. And finally, this is like, I'm officially leaving this situation. Maybe not forever, but you picture it being like a longevity type deal. And you're going, no, I have so much to offer and I can feel that again. I'm building up this confidence. And so I won't be dramatized in all this crap. I just won't. If I'm not good enough for you, or you don't think I'm worthy enough for you, fine, but I'm worthy enough for somebody. So don't break that inner confidence. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next 2 or 3 months, and you have the Lovers. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, because that is Gemini's card. But the Lovers, obviously, as you know, is about love. It's a duality. It's a self-identification. It's relating to somebody. So if you're single, this is what's coming, okay? This is everything that's coming. The opportunities are here. The plethora is here of people wanting to hang out, wanting to see you and get to know you. But do me a favor, Scorpio, and keep yourself in this energy. Queen to queen, keep yourself in this energy. Don't focus all your attention on love. Be this page. Be pragmatic. Be practical. Say, I would love love. I would love to find that, okay? It would be amazing. It would feel tremendous. And I miss this energy. A lot of you miss this energy as singles, okay? And it's here over the next few months coming into 2019. If you hold yourself at this standard. The issue is, not just with Scorpios, with a lot of signs, and hell, human beings, period. When we meet somebody and things feel good, we accept sometimes less than what we deserve. And like I said, when I opened with this, I feel like this is you abandoning those situations and taking off from those situations where you say, this isn't worth my time anymore. You said you wanted a relationship and you're Joe Schmoing and texting, whoever and doing whatever. That's not what I'm looking for. So you're kind of abandoning everything you've known for 2018 in order to accept this. It's coming, Scorpio. Are you going to accept it though? Are you going to keep this energy? That's what I'm asking you to do. Keep this energy. Know there's new opportunities out here. It comes to this, but keep your self-respect and keep your dignity where it needs to be. Because sometimes when people tell us, especially as water signs, hey, I'm attracted to you, I think you're an amazing person, we let our guard down little by little, but then in fact, it doesn't come to that fruition. So these queens are saying, hey, hold yourself to this high standard of, you know what? We need to date for the next 6 weeks, or we need to talk about what it is we really want, because there are things that are really important to me and they're non-compromisable. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, there's definitely I just said compromisable and then compromise is coming out again. There's definitely a way that you guys can get back here. But you need to allow them, and this is going to sound really weird, you need to allow them to put you on this pedestal. They need to see you as like a motherly figure, a nurturing figure. Now, they may already, but you don't need a needy figure. You need somebody that says, hey, I'd really like some of your time. And you generously, concur. And not that you need to be, playing games or anything like that, but you need to put yourself on a front row right now. You need to be like where this type of energy isn't just a quick action, isn't just they can come and go as they please, they can tell me what they think that I want to hear, and then they'll get this energy. This is full-hearted over the next few months. This is saying, no, this is somebody who's going in the direction you're going. This is somebody who understands when you give them your time, when you give them your energy, they respect it. They understand it. They're deserving of it, because you're sure as hell deserving of that type of person in your life. But I think it's been a while since you've actually held that stance, and this year you're holding that stance. You're saying goodbye to the old trouble. You're saying goodbye to the issues before. So again, if this person wants in your life, it's like, really, I appreciate that, but we're gonna have to talk, because I've put 120% in and you've put 30%, and that just doesn't fly with me. All right. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few weeks, next throughout the month of January, and you have the Queen of Cups. So they're very interesting. You have 3 queens here, which again is going along with my holding yourself to a higher standard. If you're single, this is the Queen of, and this is water right here. This can be, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But you have the Queen of Cups, who is a little bit mysterious. So if you're single, this goes along with exactly what I talked about. This is a respect issue. This is holding yourself to a standard where you don't have a wall. Okay, we're not talking about putting that wall up. We're talking about keeping yourself as a mystery. Okay, the Queen of Cups, the actual definition is like mysterious, otherness, spirituality. So this is saying, look, when you know it's time, when you know that this person is right for you, when you know they're a good fit, you will get that sign. You will have that notion. It will be a spiritual connection, almost to a certain extent, depending on what your beliefs are. But the Queen of Cups is saying, hold things at bay. Keep things a little bit secretive. And not, again, in a game playing way, but don't go on the second date and be like, I want to get married and have 3 babies, then I'm going to have 2 dogs and a chicken, and we're going to, and not that you have to hold that back, but like, isn't that stuff you want to share with the person who's on the same wavelength with you? Isn't that, aren't there certain things that you want to share with somebody who is in tune with you and actually going in the same direction with you? Make sure that this person understands and knows what you're worth and what it would be, how amazing it would be to be with somebody like you. How amazing it would be. What a compliment to them and to you it would be for you guys to come together. So if you're single, again, hold yourself at a higher standard, not in a conceited way. It doesn't have to be conceited. Why do I fucking feel like I have to say that every time? You're not conceited if you don't say yes to every freaking person who comes into your life. Hold yourself at the standard of what you would expect, where you are in your life. You're not always going to be on the same wavelength or path as somebody else, just like they're not with you. And too fucking bad if we have to say, no, it's not working for me. Why all of a sudden does that become a, you're better than me, or you're... It doesn't. Be exactly who you are, and that's exactly what you'll get back, is what you want. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like this person has, again, some things that they need to entrust in you, to understand about you, to understand how much you put in, the effort you put in. Again, that 120%, you going forward, and they're only coming, 30%, whatever have you. The Queen of Cups is saying, if they contact you today, you don't immediately have to run to them and be like, hey, you texted me hello. No. I deserve a lot more than that. I deserve you understanding what I'm willing to give, understanding what I have given, because even with that Queen of Pentacles, it tells me you've been giving. Some of you are mother to their children or father to their children, and you've been the nurturing one, the one who's held them up. Well, guess what? Let's see what you offer first. Here's my mysterious Queen of Cups. What do you have to offer? You texting me hello? You texting me I miss you? That's not enough. It's not enough. The next card you have is anything you're going to recognize, or anything that's going to be tangible, signs or something that might happen throughout the month of January. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. So this is about a risk reward. This is about assessing a situation and making a decision. So if you're single, I feel like there are going to be people who come in. There are going to be people maybe even coming in from your past that you've tried to cut off. And you're going to have to assess the situation and understand where you're going and how it's unfolding, or how you feel about this person. I do feel like this is going to come later in the month, because it's going to be more like you're meeting people, you're actually dating, and you're going, who would be a good fit for me and who wouldn't? But you're doing this, you have so many pentacles coming up that some of you may have earth sign in your chart, or you may be dealing with an earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But again, this 7 of Pentacles is saying, you're really looking at it almost like a job. So be careful with that too. Let these emotions run high. But I do feel like you're doing your due diligence. You're kind of like, all right, I've been in several situations. I've been in love and lust, in friends with benefits, you name it, I've been there. And so I'm trying to figure out what's going to work best for me and what's not. So there may come a situation where 1 or 2 people are vying for your attention and you have to make a decision. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is huge, because this is literally you. I feel like after you abandon them, they're coming back, or after you've left the situation. And abandon sounds harsh. I don't really want to say it like that, although that is one of the true definitions of that card. But after you've left the situation, you're able to see things, hindsight's 20/20. But this is you really looking at things, going, okay, and this may not be your first go around. Like I said, some of you may have kids with this person. Some of you may already be impregnated by this person, or, the father of somebody who's about to have a child. Or you're just you know, that was something you wanted, kids and a family and whatever it is to you. It doesn't have to be that. It could be adopting dogs. Like, don't put too much into the traditional, because traditional is so different now. But the Seven of Pentacles is you, if you're looking to reconcile, going, okay, well, could we get back to this place? And how practical is it? Again, with your practicality, how practical is it for us to be a couple? All right, the next card you have, and I don't read them upside down. The next card you have, and you have Cups and Pentacles all over the place, and then Gemini, is the Page of Cups. Okay, the Page of Cups is how you're feeling internally. This is an innocence. This is an emotion, almost like a childlike. So if you're single, this is starting over. This is not resulting to the past. This is understanding that you need to get past whatever crap you've had to deal with, whatever you've had to cut off, and understanding that something good is, this is seeing things like through a child's eyes, like looking at things for the first time. So whatever you know about dating, whatever you know about all the craziness going on in the world right now, this is you going, okay, again, wiping that slate clean and coming out going, all right, I'm going to accept what people tell me for face value, and then I'll let them prove it via their actions, okay? If you're looking to reconcile, this is very interesting. This is almost saying, like, if we're going to get back together, we have to cut out any bullshit. We have to, whatever games were played, whatever, however you were treated, however they were treated, this is you going, the only way we could get back to something stable, or get back to each other, or get back to what we both wanted, is to view it like, hey, you know, what do you want? What do I want? Let's get back to the brass tacks and know that if we're going to continue to fight or focus on the old instead of the new, we won't get there. So this is you hoping, or them hoping, that, hey, if we do decide to reconcile, it's an innocence here. Like, we're seeing each other for the first time. The next card you have are your hopes and fears for the outcome. You have the Ace of Cups. So that's beautiful. Right there, it tells me whether you're looking to reconcile or whether you're single, you both want love. I mean, I'm not even going to separate this out. The Ace of Cups is saying, look, your hope for the month of 2019 and the beginning of the year basically is, I want to find love. The Ace of Cups is new beginnings. It's friendship. It's excitement. It's attraction. It doesn't have to be new beginnings if you're looking to reconcile, so don't freak out on that. But this is like a new excitement for both of you. Wanting love, wanting something luscious in your life, wanting something fulfilling in your life, wanting your cup totally filled. And you're Scorpio, and that's the beginning of the water sign suit. All right. The final cup you have is your outcome. Final cup. The final card you have is your outcome, which is the Four of Cups. Now, this one makes me a little nervous, because the Four of Cups is about feeling a little bit like you're being taken for granted, or it's self-absorption, or it's apathy, so to speak. So if you're single, this definitely makes me feel like, hey, don't just assume because of situations you've dealt with before that you're being taken for granted. I feel like some of you are going to have so many people coming in or talking to you, or at least being interested in you with this Ace of Pentacles, that you're going to almost feel like abandoning ship again. So be careful with this, because you've got the ship here both and two different decks. And so the Four of Cups is almost like you're like, oh no, these people are going to take me for granted, and this is too good to be true. But I think you need to bite your tongue a little bit, Scorpio. I think you need to result back to this Queen, where people will view you for exactly who you are. It's almost like you'll feel like it's, whoa, I just had like 8 cards to come out. It's almost like you'll feel like it's too good to be true when you actually meet somebody amazing. So be careful with that, Scorpio. See, and that's interesting because that just popped out. It's almost like if you're single, you'll be like, oh, that's too good to be true. They're just taking advantage of me. They're just interested in, one thing and one thing only. And that's not the case. I feel like you're going to feel like you're being taken for granted, or you're wasting your time. And yet it's more inside your head than it is anything else. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like there will be communication, and I feel like you will feel like you're being taken advantage of, or that you're being taken for granted. Like, they still don't understand the pedestal energy. Again, not a freaking like conceited thing. It's a standard that you deserve to be held to, or that they deserve to be held to. And so the Four of Cups, I feel like in the end, you're going to feel like you're taken for granted, or that they still don't understand your worth or your value. If you're looking to reconcile, they need to understand that value, or your ship is sailing. Your clarifying card for the outcome is the Queen of Wands. Here she appears twice, okay? Queen of Wands. She's beautiful, full of ferocity, energetic, fearless. She is confident in everything. And this needs to be what covers up that Four of Cups, that feeling judged upon, feeling, again, that somebody is not being organic with you or not being genuine with you. So if you're single, definitely you need to embody this energy and you need to get over. You know what? Look, if you meet people and they're douchebags and you're like, "Hey, this isn't working for me." It happens to everybody. You have to go through, it's like a numbers game. You have to go through a few people to find somebody who's amazing. So if one person is a total idiot, don't let that flay how you're feeling about it. Don't let that, be cumbersome, because at the end of the day, you can either feel like you're taken for granted, or you can say, "Hey, you know what? I'm better than this," and just move on to the next person and hang out with them. If you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. If they're not bringing to the table what you're looking for, if they still don't understand and still can't grasp what the hell your worth is, what you deserve, what you want, I feel like, Scorpio, you've told this person over and over, "This is what I want. This is my expectation. This is what I'm looking forward to." And they still don't get it. Well, guess what? Then screw them. You're the queen. You can move on. You're attracting so many different energies. You have 3 queens here and now 4. You're attracting so many different energies. Fine. They can't understand it. Well, then we got to move on. We got to go. If you're looking to reconcile with this 2 of Pentacles, I'm bringing you up first because the 2 of Pentacles is about a decision. It's about making a choice. But it's also, again, you have this practicality energy, because the 2 of Pentacles is very similar to the page you have here, where it's being responsible. It's about making choices. About making choices, about making decisions. The 2 of Pentacles is about really understanding what it is you want. This is priorities and balance and change and figuring out where you're balanced. So if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like the biggest thing for you is understanding that what you're wanting, what you've been wanting, is balance. And if you can get it with this person, great. And if you can't, you're not worried about changing, because the balance will come with this. Right now, if you're looking to reconcile, your biggest priority should be on yourself. Should totally be on what you're looking for. What are my opportunities? What do I deserve? I feel like with Scorpio, it's a very high energy of self-love, self-maintenance, self-care. And if you're single, this is very similar, but this is more of a balance within you. This is more of changing about changing how you go about meeting people, changing how you go about talking to people, understanding people, and understanding yourself. So again, the 2 of Pentacles, whether you're single or looking to reconcile, is about get your priorities in check and do it for you. Do it for this queen. And again, I don't apply sex to it. So do it for the queen. I'm not going to say king because I don't have the kings pulling out here, but male or female, it doesn't matter. What matters is you. This balance, this beautiful stability. And whether you're single or looking to reconcile, you can get the Lovers if you can balance yourself. It doesn't even matter what the hell anybody else is doing. It matters what you're feeling and how you feel about yourself. If this teeters at all, you'll take on energies that you don't deserve, that aren't good for you. And if it teeters in the other direction, then you'll be, kind of a sinking ship going, what the heck is going on? Because I'm an amazing person, but for some reason, I don't have the self-value to get to this Lovers part. So if you're single, good things are coming. I love this Ace of Pentacles for you guys. And then the Lovers in the distance. If you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar, but I really hope, Scorpio, that in 2019 and January, you just embrace this queen energy that you have, this queen energy you deserve. I mean, honestly, new beginnings, new love, excitement. All right. I hope you have a fantastic month. Bye.